runners for sure. I am not really running a real category today. I'm going to be doing just Raiders of the Lost Ark. That's episode 1 for you. And I will not be using the 0 HP glitch, which is a new discovery found by Lord Magecar that requires a frame-perfect death, and then you can sort of fly around levels because of it. Oh yeah. The microphone feature is used a lot. So there's quite a lot of it in this first level in particular. I'm quite glad that my friend there, Satapo, didn't try to engage in combat with the enemies. Now I'm going to use him. His ability is good stuff.
It's interesting. You were mentioning using the microphone. I recently had seen a Zelda runner on one of the Wii U games. To sort of save their voice, instead of having to shout into the Wii U, they used like a little bit like kind of compressed air. Now I thought that would sort of be like tool assisted speedrunning. Is there a sort of committee decision on what you have to do with the DS, or is it not a case of having to shout into it?
Well, in this case, it's the act of like blowing out torches and blowing up an inflatable raft. And actually as well, blowing air into a fan. Like if you stand on a fan, you have to actually manually activate it, which is a bit of a pain. It's a little bit excessive in this game, I would say. But for me, just blowing into it works absolutely fine. And again, small community. I haven't really encountered other bits like that. For my complete saga run from SGDQ. And in all of the games that I'm playing tonight, cutscene skips are possible in story mode, so let me just focus here. Oh, there's one, and then I can die to this boulder, because that's faster than seeing out the chase. Oh, this is taking a little while. There we go, both cutscene skips, quite compressed on DS. So while this is happening, just a quick explanation of the cutscene skips. They are frame perfect. You need to pause on the last frame that you have control. And that is... You can buffer that, but the best way to do that is by using 2 hands. So if I try and show you, I've got one thumb on the start button and then one thumb comes across to hit the B button to cancel the pause menu. And that way you can buffer it. Quite important to get consistent in a run like this. Individual episode runs are usually done on replay stories, so we wouldn't have to worry about that, but I just wanted to show that off for you today. Coming into gunfight. As this is probably one of the most free artifacts in the game, because you have to push that block to progress. And it just appears from that. Now, we can see right there, oh no, a blue brick pad. No, I don't feel like collecting blue bricks today. I'm just gonna run to the right and jump up this wall. Hey, we skipped it. Isn't that impressive? We got the most character swap lag out of any of the LEGO games I've played. But here you can see a consistent door clip method, which is when I go up right to the door, start placing a bomb, and then put in a slight diagonal input, and then I can get across easily. This room has 3 precise glide skips. The second one here is probably the hardest, but I made it across. If you're familiar with PC and console, you may be aware of a trick called extended gliding, or e-gliding for short. That's actually not possible in this game. But a lot of the glides that we do are actually quite difficult, and so far they've all gone really well. One more door clip into the boss room. So this is Poison Ivy. Unlike Riddler, we're not going to do a door clip. This one's a little bit finicky though. Do you know how this one works, Magecar? Because maybe this would be a good time for you to talk us through it.
Yeah, so for this one, we're gonna start by just like setting a bomb down, but we can't clip through like we normally can. We actually have to use the mid-air attack as Nightwing in this case, and then we get shot by an enemy, and then with all that combined, we're able to get through the door.
Right. As this cutscene plays, this is the time to mention, this is the hardest glide in this game, hands down. You can get so close and just feel cheated out of it, but
Ooh, good luck.
I am expecting to fail this a lot.
Yeah, the death barrier is way bigger than it looks, and it's a very precise glide.
No
God
way.
bless it.
No way.
No.
Wow.
That's so unlikely. I get that about 1 in 10 times.
Wow.
Don't know why. That's just how the game works. And yes, blue bricks are in fact back in this game, but I can't think of a single time in the hero speedrun where I actually have to bring them all back to the machine, because I can jump off that blue brick just like that.
Yeah, in
No bricks
the
needed.
villain speedrun, there's one disappear, and then once we do something with both of them, we can get the diamond. But fortunately,
come back.
Catwoman is just gonna.
Come back.
Oh.
Okay,
That's
I'm
unfortunate.
not quite stuck, but she left me a little bit.
Okay, let's try again.
There, I got her attention. That was unfortunately one of the slowest clips I've seen, just because half good. And with bosses in this game, if you watch my any % run at SGDQ, I said that bosses are hard in this game. Well, they are, but in free play, we get the easy pass on them. We deserve the easy pass for at least one thing, right? Because everything else is really quite difficult. But we can just throw detonations at them, and they take damage from it.
As a
Again,
90%
invincibility
runner, I will
right
say
there.
that's rather unfair.
Yeah. Invincibility is really helpful there because detonators, they do a bit of friendly fire as well. You will die to your own death.
We've also got another. I'm a big fan of this question. Can you do any Star Wars voice impressions?
Do it. Let's
Yes,
see.
there we go.
Hello there. That wasn't great. Hello there.
Yeah,
There.
exactly. Nice.
What else can I do? Well, I can do Palpatine lines in Kermit's voice.
Go ahead. I want to hear it. I want to hear it.
Are you threatening me, Master Jedi?
That's brilliant.
Oh, I am the Senate. It's treason, then. All right.
Can you do the funny noise that he does as he sort of like sort of dives over?
Ah! I don't know. That's like the best I can do.
Brilliant. We've definitely got the mileage out of that one. Thank you.
What can we even say? I guess we haven't really talked a lot about improper loads, so Mage Car, maybe this is a good time to mention those.
Yeah, sure. So, in all of the Lego DS games, the levels are all like arranged like so that like if you're in like the position of another room, like you can still like interact with some things there. So like loading zones, for example. But the collision isn't going to be there. And it's possible to load the collision of objects, but you can't do it with walls and anything like that. So yeah, we're gonna jump from this bonus room here to the second to last room, and then
Yes. Oh, ice clipping. Zelda Cupid and I talked a little bit about this and how weird it is. It's actually not a regular Yoda clip, but let's. Okay, nope. It's a little different, and again, I can have trouble when I go through with hitting the wrong loading zone and getting put back in the same room. Okay, I actually got through without getting put back in the same room.
nice.